Hello, 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 guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you? This is your girl Evadne joining you from New York City, where it was raining a few minutes ago. I don't know if it's still raining. I don't hear any rain going on. Claudie, what about you? Is it raining where you are?
No, no, no. It was raining a few minutes ago, but it stopped now. We have a sun.
Ah, good. Same here. So just let me find my headphone. I seem to have a permanent issue with headphones. Where's my stuff?
You good? We can hear you. We're good.
it you can hear me, but the headphone gives you a better sound. Really,
Okay, no problem.
it's not a matter of hearing; it's the quality of the sound. Just let me fetch one. I'm pretty sure. Where's my bag? No, I'm just gonna get another one.
Pa, pa, pa.
I will be right there.
No problem. Welcome back. Nice music. It happens. Mhm. That's the beauty of technology.
I think I had this in my bag yesterday, but where is the bag? So I brought three.
Just in case.
All of three.
I love it.
The other one is the wireless one, but I'll go with this one. Alrighty. So as you join, guys, as you join, ahead and put your name in the chat so I see who is here so I could give you a shout out. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. I am meeting with special guest this evening whose name is Dr. Claudine. I'm not. I know her as Marie Claudine. Can you say your last name, Claudine? I'm not even gonna
Try. I want to
attempt that
see.
one.
You need just a little confidence. Do it. I love,
No.
I love to see how people say, I cannot say your name. Just try. Let me hear
What is
you.
that? Bano? Muka
Mukama.
ma bano, right?
You see, you got it. Mukama bano.
Mabano, right? Okay,
Yes.
okay, I got it, right? Nice. Dr.
Yay.
Muka Mabano. Nice.
Yes.
Nice to have you, Claudine. I met you a few years ago, and I have stated publicly that I have been so impressed with you and your work. And I'm so pleased to have you join us this evening for a brief interview to tell us a little bit about yourself because really tomorrow is the big day when you will be joining us on our Sip Soiree to speak about your life story. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Evadne, and I'm the CEO of Eve McLily Wellness and Eve McLily Teas. And so Dr. Claudine, would you go ahead and just introduce yourself to us and tell us a little bit about you and what you do?
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, my dear. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm from Rwanda. I survived the genocide in Rwanda. My parents, my grandpa, my uncle, they were all killed. I
Mm-hmm,
survived it by the grace of God.
mm-hmm,
So one of the work I do, I love to do every day is to figure out how to help orphans in Rwanda because it's a promise I promised it to God when I was jumping over the body of the people doing the genocide in Rwanda. So to be
okay.
alive today is a miracle beyond of miracle, and then also I thank God every single day that I'm alive.
Oh
Every
yeah.
time I wake up, I'm like I'm here.
Okay, nice. All right, wonderful. So, um, it's a sad thing that brought you to the shores of America, but you have a lot to be thankful for and to be grateful for and to celebrate your life because you have seen so much of the terrible things, the terrible side of war and civil it's, civil unrest, and you will tell us all about that tomorrow. But for now, you're living here in New York City, right?
Yes.
And you're doing a lot of things to help your people back home.
Yes.
um what are some of the things that you're doing right now to help people back home?
One of the activities we do is to heal the heart wounded of the survivors of a genocide, especially orphans who don't have a parent, who don't have anybody to push them, to inspire them to dream big.
Hmm.
So we use different platforms like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn.
Hmm.
Storytelling is a powerful way to help people to overcome trauma, to overcome pain, to overcome fear of thinking that nobody care about them.
Right.
And then also we collect sneakers, shoes to give to the orphans, children who
Hmm.
are poor, who don't have a shoes. And
Right.
then also we raise money, we fundraise to pay school fees for orphans and then also for single mothers. We have the cases of
Hmm.
single mothers whom the husband left or
Hmm.
died who
Hmm.
need the help. So yeah, those are activities we do.
Okay, okay. All right. So your life is basically a life of service.
Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love to
Okay.
help people.
Okay. Do you have an idea of how many people your charity helps per year?
That's a good question. I would have to calculate. We help more than 2,000 people.
Okay,
Yeah,
per
with
year.
different activities. Yes.
Okay, different things. Apart from the shoes, do you help with like education or anything like that?
Education. Yeah, we are collaborating with. We are doing a partnership with a communication organization in Rwanda to start training them how to become entrepreneur, to create income generating activities.
Oh,
Because I noticed that you help person today and tomorrow they need the help again after
again.
tomorrow. So I noticed. And then maybe life change. You too, you are different.
Yeah. You have to
You
you
know,
have to teach them to fish.
yeah, teach them to fish. So
Yeah.
yeah, we are developing a program to educate them how to use their gift, their talents, to create income generating activities, so they
Okay.
can sustain themselves and their loved ones. Because
Okay.
we even have a graduate, all friends who graduated in college, but they don't have a job.
Yeah.
Some who graduated in business. Sometimes I ask them, what did you study?
Mm-hmm.
You went to school to study business, but you cannot create a business. But I understand because it's a mindset. They study like a with the mindset of employee going to work for somebody.
Right.
Now we
Right.
want to shift that mindset to help
Mm-hmm.
them to create income generating activities. To think like an entrepreneur.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Creating their own business. All
Yes.
right. So you have witnessed so much trauma in your life. How old were you when the genocide took place?
I was a teenager. I was in second year for high school. I was just
Oh,
finishing elementary school, going to high school. That's when the
okay.
genocide
So
started.
you really know you're. It's not like you were a small child, so you wouldn't realize what was going on. You were really aware of what was happening around
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was aware because even in the elementary school, when I was 8, 9 years old,
Mhm.
seeing how our teachers was teaching different, division.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like it. I remember I went home. I told my mom, I don't like this. What
Yeah,
teacher is telling us. So I was aware. Then I
you
was
were.
like, because the growing up people, the adult people, they were saying that this was established by colony master.
Uh-huh.
Then I
Uh-huh.
was like, why you keep doing what your colony master told you to do? Why can't
Okay.
you change? So I was aware of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
was
Wow.
so sad.
So you were a young lady already, teenager, and you knew you had some idea of wrong and right. So you knew that what was going on was very wrong. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
came the bloodshed and the brutality and all of that. What during those moments, what was the most frightening moment for you that you can remember up until this day? I know you did a lot of work in terms of your healing and so on, and that you will share with us tomorrow. But what can you remember as being the most frightening moment for you?
It's where everything was horrible. The vividly memory I remember was when we were running for our life, thinking that we're gonna be killed, but we have to run anyway because they were telling us that we have to keep moving, running, going where we didn't know where we were going. So
Mm-hmm.
there is a time I fell down, and then because I was jumping over the body of the people,
Mm.
it's horrible. People get killed in my left side, in my right side, in front of you, and then I thought I was going to be killed like anybody else. And then I
Yeah.
fell down. Well, that time I fell down, I said, Lord, if you protect my life and I survive, I will help orphans because I was thinking that I would be the next one to be killed. So
Yeah.
God protected me. That's why I'm
So you
grateful.
became an orphan as a result of the genocide?
Yeah, my parents were killed,
Wow.
and my
Wow.
grandpa, my uncle, my auntie, they were all killed. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's horrible. I can't wait to hear, or the audience to hear your story tomorrow on the Social Sip Soiree. I can't imagine what it would be like as a young girl, even as an old woman, to
Mhm.
be jumping on top of bodies while I'm trying to flee for my own life. That must have been a real traumatic situation.
It was.
And you've been so open in talking about it and bringing awareness, sharing your story with people through the years, so they understand what this kind of trauma was like for a young lady at the time, a teenager. So you were brought to the United States, and thankfully so that your life was spared. What did you do once you got to the United States?
Because my dream was to come here, and then
Uh-huh.
in my prayers, I always asked God to bring me to America so I can fulfill my promise to help orphans in Rwanda, which I promised God during that time, during the genocide. So I was chosen between 600 applications to come to America in New York City, from
Mhm.
Rwanda to New York.
Yeah.
So one of the number one things I had to do was to figure out how to help orphans
Uh-huh.
because that was my promise to my creator. It
Mhm.
was not easy because the people discouraged me, especially my people from my country who live in
Mhm.
America. They were telling me, "You will never do it. Just stop." I told
Mhm.
them, "No, I can't because it's a promise I promised to God. They have no idea." They were like, "No, it's difficult." Just, I remember, like yesterday, the lady from Washington D.C. She called me. She said, "Claudine, we know you are nice. You want to help orphans in Rwanda, but you will never be able to do it. Just stop." She said we have more than 200 Rwandan people in Washington, D.C. We tried to help people back home, but we failed. You alone in New York City, you think you will do it? Just forget about it. Continue living your life. New York City is a big city. It's complicated. The Rwandan people get there, they get out quickly. Are you there? You have to figure out how to. I told her, no, I cannot give up before I start. Let me start. If I fail, no problem. I will tell you that you did a good job. But if I succeed, it will be different story. To cut a long story short, 10 years after that, I met this lady. We're doing this Rwandan celebration party in New York City. She came to me. She said, Claudine, you are doing amazing work. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Your charity in Rwanda, Kuchindiwo, why do I exist? It's amazing. I'm proud of you. I told her, thank you. But I said in
Yeah.
my heart, I said, thank God because I didn't listen to your advice. If I it was up,
You
if it
can't
was
listen to
up to you,
people.
I could never done it. I said, thank God because I didn't listen to you. Yeah, it's amazing. It's
So
beautiful.
it's important to follow your own passion,
Yes.
because
Be-
your passion will take you places where somebody else never went, because everybody's journey is different.
yes,
And
because
because they didn't have certain access doesn't mean you can't find that access.
yes, because the Bible said your gift will make room for you. So sometimes
Yes.
people think we have only to figure out what we can do with our hands, but also your passion, your vision can be your gift. Anything God has sent through you to help other people can open doors for you. It's up to you to figure out why, which one is that? Why are you here? Why do you exist? And then also life gets tough for everybody. So
Yeah.
if life gets tough, what makes me laugh is because when life gets tough, people immediately they throw away the charitable work. kindness work,
Yes.
generosity work. But that is, I heard one day Pastor Robert said, we become like God when we are giving. So because the people get, they don't understand the beauty of giving, how God help us to multiply the way, the
Yes.
measure we use
It
when we are
does.
giving.
Yes.
So that's why when they get problem, they throw away, they immediately cut out
Yes.
opportunity to help other people, opportunity to give. If there is something I can say I have learned in this journey for healing, going through trauma, going through stress, everything, it's helping somebody. When we help another human being, it lifts us up, and then also it helps us on our subconscious level. It helps us that feel like our life will matter. And then
Mm-hmm.
if there is something human being we all love is to know that we exist for a reason. We are here for a purpose. So when
Mm-hmm.
you understand that your life matter, you are no longer focusing yourself. You are no longer doing anything, everything is self-centered. You are focusing on helping other people. And then if you help other people, my creator will also open up opportunity to give you
We will.
opportunity, a way to keep helping. Because
Yes.
the God is always looking for people can become like his ambassador, his a kind of angels to perform miracles through others. So when you
Right.
position yourself to help somebody, God use you. So that's why healing, we get this healing, we get this joy, peace of mind. Even it sounds difficult to others, they're telling you will never be, you will never do it, but you keep moving. God said, that's my girl. Let me give her everything she needs.
Yes. Let me give her the equipment to go serve.
Let me put her in touch with people who could help her because they are destiny helper. They are people in alignment. The moment you get a vision, because what is a vision is your ability to see what other people cannot see. You
Yes.
saw it because a vision came from God.
Right.
In James, the Bible said every perfect gift come from above. Everything come from God. So your
Mm-hmm.
vision, the moment you get a vision, according to Little Flower, she said that because of God is misericord, He would never put in desire inside of our hearts, which He would never fulfill. Any vision you get, any desire, heart desire you get, came from God. The moment you accept it, you say, yes, Lord, God put in your path alignment of destiny helper. People will help you to fulfill your dream, to fulfill your desire, to fulfill your vision. But the
Mm-hmm.
challenge we get as a human being, we have to be humble because sometimes we meet people who don't speak the same way we talk, and then we are fighting for no reason, and then we miss opportunity. And God, they bring us again. But yeah, helping other people help us to not only heal, not only progress, and then also help us to create, start to get new ideas because you are no longer focusing in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your generosity, your kindness open up many doors inside of you, and then also forgiveness. I cannot emphasize enough the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness,
Wow.
when you forgive, God is speed up because forgiveness is a expression of God's beauty. The moment you forgive, it's like you are telling God, God, I don't want to revenge, take control. And then my creator, revenge fell well on your behalf. And then you are sitting, enjoying your life while God is taking care of your business in the background.
Yeah. Wow.
I
Amen,
love
girl.
forgiveness.
Amen.
Amen.
Great testimony. We can't wait to hear more about your story tomorrow in more details. It is such an honor to have you here. At some point, I'm hoping that we will be able to have a longer chat. But tomorrow, you're going to be there open and people can ask questions because this is a live Zoom session. So we'll be sitting like across the table from each other while you share your story, and the other persons who are there will share their story, whatever that story is, whether it's a funny story, whether it's an inspiring story, any story. We'll share this over tea tomorrow at our Sip Soiree. And I am so happy and looking forward to talking with you tomorrow, uh,
Sure.
Dr. Claudine. And is
We'll
there
talk about
anything? Oh, yeah, your book. Yes, we have to speak about your book. You did publish a book. Can you tell us a little bit about what the book is about?
the power of social media. In my book, I share 5 ways you can use to stand out from the crowd and succeed. by using social media. We all know that social media, it's a here to stay. It's a gift. God a gift to humankind. It's up to
Hmm.
you. It's up to me to take advantage of it.
But right now you're using social media to share your story and to boost your charity,
Yes,
correct?
yes, and then to heal people, survivors of genocide, all friends, and then also help other people like my followers. Sometimes I get a DM message where people tell me how I encourage them, I inspire them to dream big. I didn't even know that I'm a coach. I learned that 2 years ago. Like what I do is what exactly coach do. I was like, okay, that's good. I'm glad. I coach
That's
out to
good.
write a book in 10 days. Yeah.
That's good. Wow. So we'll hear all more about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
If people want your book, how can they get your book?
They can get it from my email. They can send me email. They can get it from you. Let's make it easy. Now you are my official representative. They can get it from you.
All right, they can contact me
Yes.
to connect with you, or they can comment in this video,
Mhm.
and we can follow up from there to connect them to you.
Yes.
Certainly, it's okay. They can message me,
They can
or
make
they can find you on Facebook and message you. What's the name of your Facebook
it
page?
Marie Claudine Mukamaban. Oh, I have also a Facebook group called The Power of Social Media. They can go there to Facebook group. And then
Right.
also they can email me. My email is claudinepeace at gmail.com.
Say that again. Claudine what?
Claudine Peace. Claudine is C
Claudine Peace.
C N.
Peace.
Peace like a peace be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Claudine Peace at gmail.com.
Okay, so that's easy to remember.
Mm-hmm.
ClaudinePeace@gmail.com. All right. Thank you so much, Claudine. Looking forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna grab this link right here before we go off and paste it in the in this broadcast so that people can find the place that they need to register tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
to get into this important soiree. And our soiree it requires registration because I email the Zoom link to
Oh.
everybody, and so you have to be registered to get the Zoom link. I don't
Mhm.
publish it openly on Facebook. You just have to register, and I'll email it to you tomorrow, just before the time of the event. But yeah, so I'm just copying the link right here to share it inside this broadcast so that people who are listening can sign up if they want to attend tomorrow to hear more about your story in details and ask questions and so on. Yeah, so there it goes. That's the link for. Oh, someone did send a message. My heart goes out to this young lady. May God give her the courage to continue
Oh.
her good work. God bless you, my dear lady. Trevor Bray. Thank you so much, Trevor.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
God bless you. Thank you.
Okay.
Amen. I received the blessings. Amen.
Thank you. Okay. Yes, Trevor, we want God to bless her and bless her ministry. Um, it can be easy to live down such a trauma. Um, I don't want to talk too much about this story until tomorrow, but who were the organizations that helped you on the ground here once you got to New York?
Once I got to New York, different organizations, different people, because I'm not shy. I talk to people. And then also, the guy, his name is Robert Wilson, who selected my name among over 600 applications around the world. I'm grateful to him. He's in Long Island. He's theater director. Yeah. So, yeah, different
Okay,
organizations.
he selected your name for you to come.
Yeah, it was a competition.
Oh, got you, got you. But you did some work with the universities here and so on, right?
Yeah, different universities. Yeah, yeah. I did the work because they invited me to speak, to help the students, to understand that whatever pain they go through, they can overcome to create whatever they need to create to fulfill their dreams. I
Mhm.
went to Lehigh University. I spoke there about the power of forgiveness to PhD student candidates who were studying about forgiveness. And then also I spoke to different California University cut out. And then also I went to NYU. I study it's a combination of NYU and Columbia University,
Mhm.
a
Mhm.
program called International Trauma Studies. I studied there, it's like a master degree. I studied there to learn how to use, they were teaching us how to use theater, storytelling, body movement to overcome the trauma. Because Professor Jack So, his group, they said people were traumatized like us who went through genocide or people went through war or people who experienced these dramatic incidents. We are traumatized, yes, but we are not, we don't have a mental illness. Because what people thought, they were like, okay, if people went through this, they have to take medication
Oh.
for mental illness medication, which
Mhm.
also, I'm sorry to say, this is complicated other stuff.
Right.
So Jack Saw, and then his group is a doctor. They said no, it's not necessary. They don't necessarily have a mental illness. They were shocked because they saw behavior of people they never thought. We can just help them to clean out, to release the pain, the trauma they
Yeah.
embody in their body through theater, through storytelling, through music, dancing, body movement,
Yeah.
so they can release that so they can keep living a normal life. Not we don't need necessarily to
So
subscribe
they,
medication
they
for
thought you
mental illness.
probably have post traumatic stress disorder and all of that, right?
Yes, and then when I was studying that, I, I was studying that we found out that there is a three type of people. There are survivors who thrive, like who's my case. They survive, but they don't want to stay there. They keep moving, fighting for life to keep moving. We give thanks to God, we keep moving. We contribute to the community, to the society. There are also other survivors who are like, I survived, I'm here, I'm just going to live my life, that's it.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
also others who get lost, who have different issues, diseases, which comes with trauma. Some people die. I was at the United Nations one day. One of the ambassador came to me, told me that his own secretary, she died. She collapsed because of trauma. She was 33 years old. She survived the genocide. One day, she just collapsed in the office.
Hmm.
Mm.
Wow.
So trauma is horrible. So when
Yeah.
I was at UN doing the Holocaust commemoration, one of the I asked the question, what can we do to heal survivors of genocide, especially orphans, in terms of for helping them to overcome the trauma? Because there is no many studies about helping people who are traumatized through genocide. That's why many survivors in Rwanda, even survivors of genocide from different places, they didn't get a quick help concerning to what they went through.
Mhm.
So, because there were no such enough education or research about it.
Right.
So when I asked that question, I didn't like the answer I received. But when I went outside for a break, a Holocaust survivor, she came to me. She told me, "Thank you for asking that question because I am a Holocaust survivor, but they messed up my mind, my thinking because they treated me as a mental illness, and now I messed up." I was like, "What?" She said, "Thank you for asking that question." Because they will traumatize people, they don't necessarily doesn't mean necessarily that we're mental illness. Now there is many things I cannot do because of medication. They gave it to me for mental illness.
Oh, wow.
It's like,
So I guess your case helped them to define some of these things and to put them in perspective that trauma does not necessarily, or that type of trauma does not necessarily mean that you have to be on meds, psychotic meds for the rest of your life kind of thing.
yeah, and then also to help them because now I have the tools I learned from the university to show them that it's okay. You can live a normal life. You have to figure out the way you can speak, tell your story, truly tell your story, share. because one of the killing one of the things survivors face, especially orphans, it's loneliness, to think that nobody care, nobody understand them. So when we put them in a group with experts to tell them that it's okay, you went through this, but you are not alone, we allow them to speak. They share their stories among of this, they are peer to peer. They share their stories among of themselves, and then the one who feel lonely, they're like, oh, I'm not the only one who experienced this. Oh, that means it's nothing is wrong. Because another thing is like what they think about what happened to them everyday life, or something is wrong. I'm not belongs to this community. I wish I can die. That's how suicidal thoughts start to come up. To give you a quick example, there is a young man. He sent me a message on Facebook. He told me that 7 years ago, he attended one of my trauma healing training in Kigali, in Rwanda. And then it helped him to know that he was not alone, that what he's experiencing as because he was like a 3 years old during the genocide. So he was a baby. So it helps him to know that what he went through, he's not alone. What he's experiencing as a trauma is a trauma. It's normal for people who went through war and genocide. So they
Mhm.
experience that. That alone helped him to know that he's not crazy. So he managed to go back to school. He was outside of school because it was it's too much complicated. Nobody understand me. Nobody care. I'm out. I should make my parents proud. They are no longer here. Who cares? So now, because of our training, he managed to understand that, okay, other all friends face the same challenge actually. It's not only me. So he went to school. He finished elementary school. He went to high school. He finished. He won a scholarship. We went to Germany. So when he sent me a message, he was like, "Now He has a master degree in technology. He created an organization to help other orphans. Everything started when he attended our trauma healing. When
Wow.
he learned that it's normal what he's experiencing. It's what many people went through, what he went through experience. He's not a crazy, he's a normal human being. He just needs to figure out how to overcome by storytelling, by sharing, and then keep moving, because the life keep
Mhm.
moving. We like it or not, the life keep moving. Life keep moving.
Yeah. Well, my dear, you have so much to share. You have so much to give. I just hope that we can do some work, whether it's in Jamaica, here, in your country, wherever, to help people to heal from trauma. I'm sure
Yeah,
your story will inspire
I
a
would
whole lot of people,
I
a
will be more
whole
than
lot.
happy.
And all that education that you got, and the experiments that you participated in, can be really valuable to a lot of people out there who have experienced trauma and are not able to cope. You're traumatized, not crazy, right?
Yes, you're just
uh,
traumatized. Yes.
yes. All right, Claudine, nice chatting. We will continue this conversation tomorrow over tea. And
Actually, actually, that's a good book title. Yeah, just traumatized. You're not crazy. I love
just traumatized, not crazy.
it. Just traumatized.
um well, it's not just traumatized. Trauma is a big thing, but you are traumatized, you're not crazy.
Yeah, you're traumatized. You're not
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, yeah.
So, girl, I salute you. I continue to be, one of those persons who really admire you and your work, and I look forward to talking with you tomorrow, sharing more, across the table, about your experiences and how it has changed your life, and how many lives have you impacted, since you have started on this mission of sharing your experiences and helping people, who have similar experiences, or just people who lives been are were changed because of the genocide that you experienced back there in Rwanda. So we look forward to this exciting new thrust, and I hope we can do a lot of stuff in the future to
Thank you.
um to
I,
further
I can,
your cause and your message.
yeah, thank you. I cannot finish without acknowledging the Holy Spirit, acknowledging God to give me the spirit of joy, because during the genocide, because I love to laugh since when I was little. My prayer was like, God, I want to remember good things so I can be happy in my life. So during the genocide, there is a time. I went outside because I was hiding, and then I went outside. I took myself in the head. I look up. I said, God, there would be a time where I would be able to laugh again in my life because I love to laugh. Now, when I see myself laughing, I'm like, God, you did it. Thank you. So I'm so
Wow.
grateful that God gave me this spirit of laughing,
Lots
joy.
of faith, lots of faith. Thank you so much. In parting, what would you say to your audience, who will see this, those who will see tonight or tomorrow, or even next week after the event? But what would you say to persons who watch this?
I'm so grateful to meet you. You are blessed because we are living in this moment. So let's figure out how we can ask God to help us to maximize our time because we live once, despite whatever challenge we go through, despite whatever pain we go through. If we connect the dots, we'll figure out that actually what we went through, we can use it how we pain it is, we can use it to help others, we can use it to help ourselves, we can use it to make a difference because you are special with your challenge, with your pain, with your sorrow. God loves you, and we love you.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you, Claudine. Just hang on there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing, because I hope you will share this so that other people can know this young lady, know her story, know her struggle, know her story of triumph, and for those who may be suffering, that they may see this and be inspired, and whether they want to reach out or whatever, but her story is certainly a powerful story that needs to be told around the world. And I want to thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow at the Sip Soiree. You're going to be joining us at the 7 o'clock session.
Tomorrow, yes.
Claudine, yes, 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. She will be on at the Sip Soiree. Remember, it's live Zoom session. It won't be broadcasting on any Facebook or YouTube. It will be just face to face on Zoom. We will talk tomorrow. All right, guys. See you. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself. This is Evadne from Eve McLily Teas saying have a blessed and wonderful Saturday evening. Bye bye.
Bye.